All right. So quickly, good evening, everyone. The reason for this meeting is simply because of what happened on the group last time. I mean, it is pathetic. You have people joining the business, the academy, so to speak. And they are being shown how to navigate their back office, how to watch the right videos, how to put the right settings, how to do everything the right way. And maybe either they're not paying attention or they're not even watching. I won't want to say they were not told because I believe everybody was told about this and to post these videos every now and then. But that being done or being said, bygone be bygone, that's in the past now. So we're having this meeting again like a second chance so everyone can learn more about Manara and how to use it. I can guarantee you with some proofs, I can show you that. If I'm like looking at Manara for my own end and my settings, I get more of so much wins. Okay. So, but to make this so good enough for you all, this meeting is going to be a part 1 and part 2. Now, the part 1 is going to be about Manara and how to choose the right setup. The setups with the highest level of accuracy, right? Then tomorrow is going to be part 2. Part 2 will be risk management. I'll put the topic after this session. Now I'm going to be putting the new topic in the group for tomorrow. It's going to be about risk management, but it will be more than risk management actually. It'll be more of how to profit even when there are losses. Okay. So I'm going to do all of that today and tomorrow. So tonight, I have to go for the one. The kind of settings that gives you the best accuracy, or I'll say highest accuracy. And probably I'll tell you reasons, maybe. And then I'll show you a few examples, at least. I'm talking about the ones that are sent to my Telegram. Okay. I'll show you a few examples. I'll show you some examples on the and then from there, I think we can move on. You ask your questions, very important. Because I realize that when you're lost and you don't really get it, when you're not clear about a particular subject, you ask questions. Because the essence of this is about you. This is the reason why we're doing it for you. So if you don't understand what is the essence of the event, the essence of this is for you to know, to understand, to learn, practice, and eventually make use of them. And that will help you out. Okay. So that is that. So let's go straight to business. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen right away. And then, like I said again, we have 5 minutes to go to log the meeting. So I'll share my screen right now. Or better still, okay, let me just share my screen and go. I want to believe everyone can see my screen. All right, guys, let's go there. First of all, before I go on, let me show you. Oh, this is a new thing. So I think I made a video about it though. I made a video about it. Was it a screenshot, something like that? Where I no. No. So I made a video about this. I think where I talked about the trade ideas that were sent. For Friday, and every other days, I always make these videos, right? But let's go to Friday since that was the last. We'll go to Thursday and Friday. Okay. Let me show you. This is my notification area. So we all know I'm not going to go backward to tell you what Manara is, how it works. Remember, I don't want this meeting to be prolonged, right? So the main reason is how to choose the best setup, right? So now we all know that the notification area is the area where you have all the trade ideas based on your own preferences, okay, that are lined up to be sent to your Telegram. And that's why you have the Telegram logo right down here. Telegram logo is just right down here, as you can see it down there. That's why you have the Telegram logo right down there. Okay. So all these ideas will be sent to your Telegram based on your own preferences. Now, let me remind you, there was one of those people on the group that was saying that, oh, it doesn't receive gold idea, it doesn't receive this idea, this idea. I was laughing because you know what? I mean, it clearly shows that this person wasn't really following up, because everything you want is right here. You are the one that will input what you want. So leave it the way it is, it will come the way, it is. You get the point, right? So I sent a video to the group where I showed you how my settings, this is my settings, right? Actually, I do more of H4 and D daily, but for the purpose of the new ones, so I left M30 and H1. I don't like 15 and 5 really, and also I don't really do 30, but I mean they work sometimes. I'll tell you how to go about them. Okay, so these are the settings. Now, whatever you see, whatever I receive on my Telegram will be based on everything I have here. Pattern, butterfly pattern was what I chose. These are the most. Also, you should know this. These two patterns have the highest level of accuracy when it comes to patterns. Okay. Now the bat has about 85%, butterfly 83%, which is good. Yeah. The rest have about 75, this and that. I don't want all of that. Also, some of you, I think the problem is most people like to put in a lot of options so as to allow plenty trade ideas. I mean, trading is not about how many trade ideas you get. It's about how many quality trade ideas. As a matter of fact, for me, I'll prefer one single trade idea per day, so long to give me 100 pips or even 50 pips a day. You get what I'm saying, guys? So long you make 50 pips a day, you're going to be rich eventually. You're going to be rich, so rich. Consistency is what matters in trading. It's not about making so much money in a day. You know, some of you, I see, you can imagine. Let me show you something on the book, guys. I want to show you this. Let me show you this. Remember that guy that was complaining about saying, oh, Manara not sending me this idea, this idea. I want to show you something. If all you can remember. Show you something if you all can remember. You know, when you take a trade from Manara and you make wins, that's enough for the day. Stop trading. Don't get intoxicated. I know it's difficult, especially when you are new. You'll be excited. You want to continue trading and trading and trading and trading. I mean, you don't just keep on. Trading is not about just making money, winning, and going to the market. Trading is about setting goals. You need to ask yourself, how much of your capital would you like to make in a day? You need to set that goal. It has to be there, and it has to be very conservative. You don't have to go all gaga like, hey, you can't say, I want 50% of my money, like I want 50% every day. No, that's not realistic. Even if it's possible in a day, in some days, it will lead you to blow your account. You want to make so what it is, it's not about you avoiding whatever it is that will make you over trade and over leverage. Small bits by bits, just one trade, 2 trades maximum, or let's say 3 maximum. But that's with quality. You get the point. You go for quality, right? Now look at this. I want you to read this. So this guy said, XA USD is not appearing in his own Manara notification yesterday. Blah 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 blah. He even said that JPY or USD, all these ones are not appearing. You can see that, right? Now, the same guy, okay, same guy. I'll show you something now. That's the funny thing about why I'm showing you all of this, because I have to be real with everyone. I have to be real with you. But there's a way you actually be profitable. Okay, and there are ways. I mean, when I say there's a way you can be profitable, you see that I said there's a way, which means one way, right? But there are several ways you can be losing all your money and all that. Now look at this guy, same guy. Took all this trade from Manara. Look at it. Can you guys see the same guy? And made all these wins. I mean, for somebody who is new, this is enough for the day. It's enough for the day, actually. Now, because he's still practicing. Now, and look at what he said. Come on, Manara, I love you so much. I got you, baby. I mean, do you get the point? So the point is, if you don't learn, there is no way you will not make mistakes. If you're greedy, you keep making money and losing them. And also, I want to tell you something again. You know, I need to tell you all of this ones. I hope you're noting them because it's very important. And I mean, everybody will tell you this. The most successful person in forex trading all over the world will tell you this. The top 1% will tell you this. I mean, I'm talking about guys who are already in billions of dollars, not Naira, not whatever currency. I mean, just hard currency dollars, right? They'll tell you something like this. They'll tell you there is no 100% guarantee in any trade. You know why? The market is a random market. It is controlled by human beings with human feelings, with emotions, with fear, with greed. You get, and it's also controlled by guys with big money out there. I mean, they don't care about you when they take their own decision. If Ukraine is going to launch an attack on Russia, they won't consult you. I mean, yes, you have your $1,000, $100 in the market, but they don't care about that. They launch anyways. But when they do that, the effect of that on particular economy, on the other economy, will affect a particular currency, which determine what happens in the market. And it's the same market you're going to be trading on, right? So you can't have it all the time, 100%. But do you know what we're looking for? In Forex, actually, if you can have 50%, you're going to be very successful. As a matter of fact, I will prove it to you tonight. Okay, no, I'll prove that to you tomorrow during the risk management training. If you can even have 40%, you're going to be super successful. I mean, so successful. If you can have 30, 50%, you're going to be very, very successful. How much more? Manara gives you 70, 85%. And I'm going to show you that as well tonight. So tell me, you don't need ways all the time. You only need good quality setups that gives you higher level of accuracy and higher win rates and good risk management. I'm telling you, you're going to be successful. After all, the reason you joined the academy is to be financially free, right? Let me tell you one thing. Forex trading is actually a very beautiful thing. It gives you time freedom. I mean, you can dedicate 2 hours a day. You can trade a session a day, maybe London session, or maybe you trade US session. 2 hours a day and make a profit of each target for the day. And the rest of the trade, I mean, if you're going to be spending 2 hours a day on a particular project that pays you so much, I mean, it pays you what some make in a month, and then you have the remaining 22 hours of the day to do whatever it is that you like. It's going to call time freedom. You have time for everything you like to do, right? Also, it gives you location freedom, financial freedom. Let me talk about that. It gives you a lot of money. I'm telling you, it gives you so much money. You can develop 100 USD, 10,000 USD with a lot of patience, discipline, you know, and good strategy, right? You can develop any amount of money. You can determine how much you want to be worth at the end of the year, at the end of the month, at the end of the day. And this can be consistent if you follow the rules of the game. That's the second, the financial freedom. So the first one is the time freedom, the financial freedom, and lastly, location freedom. You can be anywhere in the world. I mean, it's so handy. So long they have internet and you have your smart device, any one of them, you're good to go. So you see, it is worth it. Everything you spend, every time you spend, every video you're supposed to watch, it is worth it. But at the end of the day, you'll be having so much more. Now let's get back to Manara. These are just some few nuggets to put you in the right frame of mind. So let's get back to Manara. Now, these are the settings that I use for my notification, right? So let's quickly look at what happened last week. Now, I want us to look at the date so I can have you on because the trade ideas I was sent on Thursday, we'll look at them, right? And I'll tell you how you make sure how you become profitable. Okay. Now, don't worry. Like I remember the topic of the event. I mean, the topic is how to get setups with higher level of accuracy, right? I'm going to show you that. It's just a matter of settings and preferences, but I'll tell you some other tips you add to it to make it juicy. So before then, I want to show you why you should listen to me, right? And why you should believe me. All right. Now let's look at this date. August 4. I think that was Friday, right? That was Friday. So let's start from Thursday. I mean, you know why? Because I think on Thursday I posted that on the group. So for me, based on my settings, I had 3 setups for Thursdays. Now, those setups appeared in different forms. I mean, multiple times, but they're actually 3 setups. I mean, when they talk about setups, they are particular about the pairs. So we have Euro JPY on Thursday, Euro JPY, Euro GBP, you can see, and then we have I think USD card. Look at the dates, August 3rd, USD card, right? Keep looking at the dates, USD card is the same, right? So the last one we had was what USD card H4, okay? That was the last one. So I'm going to flip it again so you can see this clearly. I just want us to see the date. That was why I flip it horizontally, right? Let's take it back vertical. Let's take it back. All right, now back. Oops. Okay. Okay, all right, safe. All right, so we started from where? From Euro JPY, remember? Euro JPY, this is it. Now, guys, look at it. When I said this Euro JPY, it's the same as H1, M30, is the same, just appearing different forms at different time frame. So let's go for the H1. I mean, for me, I like to do hourly trade, right? So imagine you were sent this trade idea by Manara on Thursday. Now, we're going to do this together. I think I did it before, sent it to the group. Now I'm going to do this together. I want you to listen carefully. So this came from Manara, and it was Euro JPY. Before I go further, let me quickly go back to notification so you see what was said. At least we all know this very clearly, right? Euro JPY, and it's indicating what? A buy. Remember, a buy. A buy, whenever you see the green arrow pointing upward, is buy. And it's also telling you the pattern. Pattern is butterfly, and then H1, which is 1R, as we all know, right? So now I click on this. My job is simple. Remember, this trade idea will be sent to your Telegram. Okay, I could take you to my Telegram right now and show you. It was sent to my Telegram actually, but I think I'll do that. I like to show you everything, right? Let me do that. Let me do that. So it was sent to my Telegram. Now I'll be using because the what's it called? The app version will be secured, so you won't be able to see. I won't be able to share. You'll be seeing blank. I show you the app version, but I'll be showing you the web version of my Telegram. Okay. Okay, all right. Don't worry, I'll get back to that. I have to load it all over again. It takes some of the time. Let me just do this and I will take it back to the Telegram. This is what my answer is. So let's say you enter the street. Look at it. Now, please, this is now you need to start noting now. Remember, the idea of this whole thing is to teach you how to be accurate to get more wins from Manara trade idea. Please, I want to warn you today. I want to tell you, especially when it comes to trade ideas from H1 downwards, which as a beginner, whether it's H1, H4, or daily, I always tell you just go for TP1. It's okay. TP1 is always okay. Now, why I say that is there are some trades I will show you that sometimes you have to go out by 20 pips. I'll tell you all of that because some of you don't know what the pips is. Okay, in another meeting, I'll teach you how to calculate pips. But for now, just set your TP to TP1. Okay, then you can come check once in a while. When you see good profit, sometimes you take it. You don't even wait for TP1, so long as you meet your target, right, for the day. But it's always safer to be on TP1, and it's faster also, you know. So let's say this is what I do. I'm telling you exactly what I'll do. Okay, this is what I would do, and this is what I always do this time. So for those of you who know me very well, you know that even when I send signals, my own personal signals to the group, I always tell you that TP1, you know. I mean, so you can just be out of the market. So let's see this. The trade is still running though, still running because to Manara will not count this as successful yet until it hits TP2. But what you can see now, this trade was sent by Manara. If you are taking this trade that same day from the entry, look at the entry point. Let me use this. Let me use my pointer. Let me use the pointer. Okay. Okay, look at it. This is the end. This was the entry. Look at it. So anytime Manara sent an idea, the entry is from here to this gray area. There's a gray area here. This gray block. This is also an entry. And like I told some of you the last time, I said you should divide your what's it called? Your lot size into two. If you are taking Manara trade, you put one, you can enter one. If it has not gotten to this last one, you can enter one. If it has gotten here already at this point, then you take the other one, you set a pending order, which is, for example, this is a buy, right? So you send a buy limit for this price. So in case it comes there, it can pick you up and you have two positions, right? That's not the point right now. What we want to see is, was this a successful trade? Was this a good trade or not? This trade was set, came to the entry, and it went straight to TP1. So meaning, if you are taking this trade, you could have also made some money. And what kind of money would you have made? Let's look at it together. Now, you all know your account size, right? I don't know that, but you know your account size. I'll give you an example, okay? So this, I'm measuring. This is called measurement. Okay, sorry. I think I already have it there before. So this is what we use in measuring the pips, the number of pips. So it helps you calculate your profit. Okay, so when you move this upward, you get into the TP1. It actually went above TP1, but I will just leave it at TP1 since that would be probably, if you are taking this trade, that would have been what you will settle on your MT4, right? So if you are taking this trade, you could have made 88 pips, guys. 88 pips. What does this mean when you say 88 pips? Let's go back to our calculator. What does 88 pips mean? Now I'm going to show you. This is a very shortcut formula calculating your pips. Okay. So for some of you, you know what you use. So if you use 0.01 or use 0.02 or use 0.045, whatever it is you use, or you use 0.1, depending on your account size, which we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Okay. Whatever it is you use, or you use a standard lot, which is 1, or you use 2, depending on your account size. Okay. Now, whatever you use now doesn't matter, but this is where it matters actually. So this is how you calculate. So we have 88 pips there. So what you're going to do is this. So you say 88, you multiply by 10 standard. Every time you see a pip, you must always multiply them by 10 before you multiply them by your lot size. Okay. So you multiply the pips, 88 pips by 10. Then you multiply by your choice of lot size. So let's say you chose 0.1. That would have been $880. Oh, sorry, 0.1. Yeah, 0.1. Yeah, that would have been $88. You see? So which means if you are using 0.1, you would have made $88 on this setup alone. Remember, it was on a Thursday, and this was the first setup I was set on a Thursday, right? You could have made $88 on this alone from Manara. Okay. If you had used 1 standard lot, you could have made 880 USD on this particular trade alone. What if you had used 0.5? You could have made 440 USD on this particular one alone. What if you use 0.05? You could have made 44 USD. What if you had made? What if it was 0.02? You could have made 17.6 USD, depending on your account size and your risk management level. Now, that is on EuroJPY. That was the first setup I'll send in the morning. Let's go to the next one I'll send after that. And after that, the next one that came was EuroGBP. Okay, came for H4, H1, H1, H4, same to EuroGBP. So just choose any one of them. So I have this one, EuroGBP sent. Right? Now, guys, let's see what happened. Did it work out or not? So let's look at it. This was a sell, right? Do you know why it is a sell, guys? Because you should know. Look at it. It's very clear, very clear. The red arrow pointing down. That is a sell. So I tap on it. So we expect this to sell down. Now, like I told you before, entry prices are in 2 areas, right? You have one at what? At the main entry, and you have the other one at the gray area, where you have the gray box. Look at this gray box. So this gray box is telling you that you can have your entry here. That's why Manara sent you some trade ideas, and they will have the entry here. Some of you will notice when Manara sends you trade ideas, one entry will be here, and the other will be here. And now, when you get the trade idea on your Telegram, you see that the entries that is written at the bottom of the picture of this image will be different from this one. Now that entry is actually the one here. So you can take your entry as soon as you get the alert from Manara, you take your entry from this point, or you can put another position here as well. But the point is, this is an entry, right? Let's see if it shows a win or not. So if you are taking this trade, what could have happened? Let's check. The trade eats TP1 as well. Look at it, it got here, and then it came all the way down. But let's stop at TP1 because that's the point you could have probably set your target, 42 pips. So whenever you see 3 digits, okay, the last one is after decimal point. Okay, the last one is always the one after decimal point. Okay, so what you have here is 422. So that means 42.2. So we have 42 pips. Let's go back to calculator. Assuming you took this trade, how much could you have made? Okay, remember the formula: 44 pips multiplied by 10, multiplied by a lot size. So assuming you use 1.1, 0.1, sorry, 0.1, that is $44. If you had used 0.03, that is $13. Any lot size, just think about it, okay? Just think of anyone. If you had used 1 standard lot, that's 440 USD. On the same day, the same Manara, the second setup based on my own preferences. Now, you notice one thing. Throughout the day, I only got 3 notifications by Telegram, which is okay by me. Why? Because I only set for quality trade ideas. Now, the quality trade ideas may not be too much, may not be how much out there. So I don't care. Okay, now as you can see, these trade ideas are just 3, right? And you check each of them, the TP1 alone is a lot of more profit already, right? There's a lot of profit already. And what we're looking for is profitable trade ideas, isn't it?
Guys, please let's just hold on. I think the network kicked coach out, so he'll plug in right immediately.
Okay. All right, guys, can you hear me? If you can hear me, put it in the chat box again, please. You can hear me now. The network will be out for you. You can hear me, put it in the chat box, please. All right, good, you can. Thank you. All right, let's go back to where we were. Okay. As I was saying, so quality trade gives you more money, isn't it? That's what I said. Yeah. So okay, Manara thing is up. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this. Up now. So I'm gonna come back to that. Let's go to this. So right now, already Euro GBP hit TP1 could have given us enough profit, right? So let's go to the last one for the day. I mean, for that particular day was USD card. So we have different time frame, but I just choose any. I mean, any will still give you the same. The same. Now look at that. These trades are still running. Can imagine they are still running. They're not even there. I mean, to the end of the trade yet, right? They're not there yet. But at least somehow. Now look at USD card. It hasn't really gotten to CP1, but now this is what I want you to learn. When you're in a trade, okay, and you see that the trade is getting too long and it's getting close of the day and you are in profit. I mean, if you have made profit, that's much profit from Euro GBP, Euro JPY. If I were you, I will close the trade in the little profit that is there. So it has not gone far. The profit is not much yet. Wasn't much yet as at the time the market went off. Okay, but still, let's calculate what it gave. So it came here, okay, and went down this much. And if you look at that, wow. I mean, even at that, see what we're talking about. See, even at that, this was, it gave 60 pips. I mean, this is enough. As another fact for me, if you have, that's one thing about fund. If you have good fund in your trading account, when you have 30 pips, you're already enough. You're okay. I mean, you'll be out of the market and you'll be safe. You don't want uncertainty to come in and start taking your money again. I mean, things happen. Strategy can be very good, gives you good profit, but the market are made of human beings, are made up of human beings. I mean, things happen over there, right? So, I mean, this is 60 pips. So if I had 60 pips, I mean, I'll be out of the market. Do you know why? I'll share you. Let me just share why with you. I mean, if you go to your calculator, let's go back to the calculator, okay? And you had 60 pips. You know the formula, multiply by 10, multiply by whatever lot size you're using. So if you're using the standard lot, you had 600 USD already. Come on, how much more? What else are you looking for? If you had 0.1, you had 60 USD. If you had 0.01, you had $6. It's okay. Because you know why? I mean, some of you say, oh, $6 is small, it's small. No, it's not. Let's calculate what you have made. Who are those who use 0.01? those with the account size of 100 USD or below. So if you have 100 USD, for example, let's say you have 100 USD, for example. Now remember the first one, what was the first TP? 88. Second one was, can I remember? What's the second one again? I think 44. The third one now, 60. That is 192 pips, right? So using 0.01, assuming you're using an $100 account, multiply by 192, right? Okay, remember the formula, multiply by 10. That is $19.20. I mean, guys, this is close to 20% in a day, 20% of your capital. 20% of $100 is $20. That's enough. That's enough. You're doing good, so great, not even good. If you put this in compounding, you'll be making so much money at the end of the month. It could be in thousands at the end of the month. Okay, so for me, these are the 3 trades I was sent on the Thursday by Manara. Now we're going to go to Friday. Okay, this is Thursday, right? Let's go to Friday. Now, why I didn't start with Friday is because Friday trade, most of them will probably be still running or not even have left their entries yet. Let's just look at them. So the Friday trade started from alt card. Can you see this? Alt card. Let me figure out my pointer. Where is it? Okay, this is my point. Okay, this is the pointer. This is it. Now it started from here. Alt card. All the way up. So let's look at all the trades one after the other. I mean, you won't be taking all the trade, of course. Then at least what comes to you is where you choose from, right? So let's just see, assuming you took all these trades, right? Or assuming let's just look at all the trades, even if you're not taking all of them. So we check, no, alt card, okay? Here it is, alt card is here. Now, I want you to see something beautiful here. Alt card was sent, the first trade idea on Friday, guys. I mean, on Friday, it was alt card. Now, see what happened. This trade, according to Manara, will be failed trades. You know why they will call it failed? Because Manara always expect that when Manara send the trades to you, Manara wanted to eat the target 1 and target 2. Remember, alt card was to sell, right? So it's supposed to eat target 1 and target 2 for Manara. But for us trading, this is a success because why? We always sell TP1. We don't care about TP2. I mean, even if there's money in TP2, we don't want to play safe. We love our capital so much. We want it to grow. We don't want to joke with it. We don't want to stay much in the market. The longer I stay in the market, the riskier it is for you. Right. Remember the formula, TP1, right? Now look at it. The market came straight to the entry, sharp, no drawdown whatsoever. Came straight to the entry and came to TP1. Manara TP1. And what was that? 27 pips. That's 27.9 pips. So on the Friday morning, the first, thank God this Friday morning you will have made 27 pips. Multiply by 10. Remember the formula? Multiply by whatever it is you're using. So if you're using $1, you're using 1 lot size, that is $270. If you're using 0.1, that is $27. If you're using 0.1, that is $2.7 first income in the morning. Now, if taking this profit afterwards, this trade went backward and it hit stop loss, and it's still coming back, I know, but then you're already out of the trade. You made your money if you want, and you're done. Manara. Okay, let's go to. Okay, the next one that came after that was Euro check. Was that a good one? Let's see. Almost the same thing as the first. So what happened? You know, the Friday was really crazy, right? So the trade was sent. This didn't get to TP1, but I bet you if you were in this trade, you would have left it. You would have gone out of it before it happened. I will tell you why. Do you know why? Let's calculate. So it started from the entry. Guys, look at how much this gave. I mean, this Euro check was crazy. Crazy, right? Crazy. Okay. So we gave that's about 15 pips, 15.6 pips. So if you're in this one, based on what I recommended, maybe some of you would have been out yet because, you know, you would have been out yet because you would have wanted to get to 20 pips or so. But let's say you come out of this 15 point, maybe 15.6, let's say it's 15 pips, right? So $1.5 if you're using 0.01. And if you're using 0.1, 15 USD. If you're using 150 USD, right? But either way, there's something I'll teach you tomorrow that will make you to avoid this kind of thing. I mean, you don't get caught in this. That's what we call break even. Okay, the moment your trade idea move 10 pips downward, you break even, move your stop loss. I'll teach you that tomorrow as well. It's one of the things I'm teaching you tomorrow. But what we're looking at now is Manara. Is it worth it or not? Does it give you enough to make you profitable as a trader or not? So this is the second one, right? New chef, right? 15 pips. Not going back to eat stop loss. So let's go to the next one. Alt card is the same. The M30 is the same USD chef. Was a buy. I see the arrow pointing up. The arrow was green, pointing up, right? Was a buy. Let's see if this was good. Okay, this was not good. This was not good. So this is stop loss, right? Then after hitting stop loss, started going in the right direction. But then, guys, I think we should calculate. Remember, we've been winning, right? Now this is a loss, right? So let's calculate the loss. I mean, let's calculate the loss. Is it worth it or not? I mean, because when you lose, remember, you want sure you lose less and you win more, isn't it? So that's how to win forward. Guys, look at it. It's 8.6 pips, just 8 pips loss. Do you know what that means? If you have lost this trade, I mean, if you're in this trade, okay, that means 8 times 10. So if you're using one lot size, you would have lost $80. Remember, you've made 600 on Thursday. You made so much money on Thursday because if I calculated what you've made using your one lot size on Thursday, you would have made about close to $2,000, right? Okay, and even on the Friday, the first trade idea, which I showed you, was 27 pips. You made $270. The second one, about $150. Now, the third one, you lost $80. I mean, you're not losing, you're still progressing because if you deduct this from the profit you've made, you still have so much profit left. So if you're using 0.1, you only lose $8. Come on. I mean, you've made $27, you made $15, you now lose $8. That's not killing, right? This is why Manara is the best. Manara is so sweet. You lose less, you win more. That's the slogan, right? So what if you're using 0.01? You lose 80 cents, 0.8. Meanwhile, you've made $2.70. You've made $1.50. Now you're losing just 80 cents. Guys, isn't that awesome? Now, the fact that you can see some of the setups showing the losses means we're true. Manara is awesome. Manara helps you with the highest level of accuracy, right? Let's go to the next one on Friday. Remember, we're checking all the aggregates, right? Checking the aggregates. Okay. So the next one was Euro USD, which was a sell. As you can see there, Euro USD was a sell. Okay. So bad Euro USD. So we take it. Okay. We're almost there. How was it? Euro USD also wasn't good. And I know this, I mean, the news on Friday wasn't a good one. So the news was really bad, right? But then still, it is what it is. Let's calculate. I mean, we want to be realistic. I want to see everything as it is. Okay. Let's check how much you have been if you're in that trade. Awesome. So 16 pips. 16 pips. That's 16 pips, yeah. 16 pips lost. Now, so it's $8. That would have been 16 pips. So $1.60. $16 if you're using 0.1, and $160 if you're using 1. Right? Now let's go to the next one. You're still successful. I mean, you're still doing well. You manage this up from all your what's it called? Okay, I think we've done USD. Have we done USD chef? USD, no, we haven't. Have we? I think that was the one we did. Is the same coming up again. Let me check. I think we've done it. Okay. Why are you so slow? Yeah, we did this just now, right? Oh, that okay. The first one was a buy. USD chef. I think it's the same. It's the same. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. Let me check. Why is it slow? Why is it coming out slow? Guys, let me reload. All right. Here's the check. Okay, I think, yeah, we've done this. Yeah, we've done this before. Oh, have we? No, we haven't. Sorry. Okay, we haven't. Let's look at your USD CHF, which was the third one, right? All right, guys. This came from the entry, and it's still running because it was Friday. So it's in profit though, but it's not at the TP yet, right? So if you look at this upward, how many pips is this? Also 27 pips. 27 pips, right? Yeah, 27 pips. 27 pips in profit. Not there yet, not target one, but 27 pips in profit. So you know what that means? 27 pips again. So all you need to do is change this value, 27. If you're using one, that's $270. If you're using 0.1, that is, sorry, if you're using 0.1, 27, 0.1 is $27, and this is $2.7. I think that was the last trade for Friday. Euro USD is the same. The one you see there is the same. Let's see. Like the same Euro USD. It's the same. Let me check. Hold on. Coming. It's the same. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same one I saw before. All right, so that would say it's Friday. We could go on Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll add all the trades together and you see the wins, and probably maybe very few tiny little losses. And then you see that the profits outweigh the losses like multiple times. Okay, so that is just the review about the last 2 days. I mean, the 2 weekdays trade ideas, right? Now, talking about how to now increase the accuracy like this, because this is how you increase the accuracy. Now, if you notice, let me go to my Telegram. Okay, like I said, I promised you that. I said I was going to show you. I think it's in the same spot. It's the same way. Let me show you my Telegram idea. Manara FX. Yeah, there it is. So this was let's go down. Okay. This was the Euro USD, right? So the Euro USD is USD check. Remember $27 on this. Okay. Then the odd card. So this was just for now. Look at it. Can you see it now? It's saying yesterday, right? Yesterday was Friday. I mean, depending on your time zone. In Nigeria right now, we are 9:16 p.m. on a Saturday evening or Saturday night, but anyone you want to call it. So it's still yesterday for us, right? So that was yesterday. Euro JPY was for Thursday. Look at it. Can you see Thursday? See Thursday, right? See the Euro JPY, which was a big win for me. Euro GBP was a big win. Okay, and then USD cards. Can you see them now? Big win as well. All three were big win for Wednesday, for Thursday. Okay, and this was for Wednesday. All this was to like, yeah, about 5 of them were wins. I can't remember the rest. I didn't check the rest, but I know 5 of them were wins. Okay, so this is how it comes to me. So now let's go to settings, which is the main thing we are here for. I want you to pay very good attention. Okay, now guys, first of all, whenever you're setting up your Manara, okay, whenever you're setting up Manara, it is important. I mean, does this have to come every now and then? Online. So now, so what the settings you need is for your Telegram, the ones that sent to your Telegram. Now, The settings you need what is the one that you sent to your Telegram. The first settings, especially if you're new. Now, so you come to this part. For me, this is what I use. So if you come to this part, try and avoid 15 minutes, 5 minutes straight. Just copy what I have here and use it. So I don't do 5 minutes, I don't do 15 minutes. As a matter of fact, I don't like 30 minutes as well. I don't like 30 minutes as well. I just like to do H1. Actually, for me, I do H4 and D1, which is daily and H4. H4 and daily. And the reason I'm doing H1, M30 is because of you, the newbies. I mean, so you can do some fast trade as well. I mean, some of you are not patient enough or probably don't know how to maneuver or navigate when it comes to long trade, okay? So whichever one you choose, H1, H4, and then D, which is daily. Remember to go to settings and put this in. Then second thing is the patterns. Just make sure you choose those butterfly and bat and butterfly. Okay, only those two. See, it helps you to reduce the numbers of trades that come to you, but this reduction will lead you to having good trades setups. I mean, quality ones. Okay. Now, the pattern type, you choose bullish or bearish. Just tick these two. Tap both. Okay. May you tap this, tap both of them. Now, this part is very important. It's very important. So when you see D point, you choose the D point. Don't choose the C point. Okay. If you are new, don't choose both sides. Just choose the D point. Okay. That is all about the settings. Now, the next one you want to do is watch list. Tap the watch list. Now, guys, if you want to have good trade ideas, good setups, good pairs, only choose the Forex major. Don't choose the Forex minor. I mean, the lesser, the better. Okay? So you choose the Forex major, don't choose the minor. Now, in case the ones that you want, now when we say Forex major, the moment you tap this, it's bring out all the trade ideas that are major. Okay, you see them here. Now, let's say you are the type that like to trade gold, and you see it's not here yet, right? Or you have a particular type of pair that you want to trade. You can come here and add them under the add new symbol. Let me show you how. Let me show you how. Okay. For example, let's say I like to add silver versus USD. Silver is recommended. Silver is I think the acronym here. The acronym for silver is XAG. Okay, versus USD. Okay, look at it. It's coming up there. That's why you see it. Ohanda. You type the Ohanda. You tap it. It's already in the watch list. Look at it. It's on the watch list now. It's added to the watch list. Okay. So you can add that to the watch list now because I don't need it. I'm going to delete. Just tap and hold and then you delete. So it's done. So now on my watch list, I have gold, I have US oil, which is WTICO, that's US oil, Western Texas, whatever, international company, oil and gas or something, I don't know. You come there, or since you are new, you just take the Forex major and you leave it at that. Okay, it's to send only major market trading to you. Okay, as long as you have this setup, you have good quality setup for your trade. Okay. Now, another thing you can do also as a newbie, maybe you're always busy and you want to set some money for yourself, right? So you come to, for you to do that, if you want to fix that issue, you come to monitor. So the monitor helps you to check the market for trade ideas that are probably fit into your preferences, okay? Set them up and line them up for you here. It will send them to your Telegram. Line them up for you here so you can choose, okay? And the good thing about the monitor is the trade idea you can choose if you want the one that is ready, which is complete, or the one that is not ready, which is incomplete. So you have enough time to analyze, okay? Because we chose the complete. The trade idea will only come to you when it's ready there at the entry. So if you waste too much time, it will leave you and leave the entry, so you won't be able to catch up. But if it's incomplete, if you have enough time before it gets to the entry to prepare yourself, right? The preparation I talk about, I will speak of. I'm going to be sharing more of it tomorrow in the risk management training tomorrow. But more importantly, what I want to do is on the monitor, this is the setting you should copy. You can screenshot right, you're seeing it now. So you see, now I don't want 30 minutes like I told you. Okay, I only do H4 and D. But it is what it is. I could leave maybe I could leave H1. I mean, because if you are the type of person I want to trade like 2 hours, 1 hour, like 3 hours maximum, yeah, 1 hour is good. Okay, this is my settings. Now, when it comes to asset class, I choose forex, metal, and commodity. I choose commodity now. You don't need to choose commodity as a new person. Commodity is because of the oil. I trade US oil. Okay, so later we can eventually into all of this. But the best one is just the forex and metal. Or you simply just stick with what? Forex. Or just copy what I have here. Okay, in case. And then you see the pattern. I have what? Bat and butterfly. Then the pattern type bullish, bearish. Unknown belongs to, unknown means undecisive. The market's direction is not really clear. You don't want to take that kind of trade, right? So this is a monitor and this is how it's run. Okay. So now it will give you all the list of the products or all the ideas, right? Give all their lists. Okay, so you are able to apply yourself. So this is how it is when it comes to Manara set. I'm trying to remember, is there anything that I promise I'll show you that I've not? I'm trying to remember. I don't think there's any So if you have questions, please, I'm all yours. We're here for a few minutes and then we'll go on to wrap up today's seminar, today's session. Then we'll continue from there tomorrow with the risk management and how to trade forward. Thank you very much. If you have a question, I'm here. All right. I want to tell you something also. Sorry, before your question. Now, going back, that that will not work for you. Okay, it will work as well. So notification, another thing I want to teach you is this. Now that is a bit technical, especially if you're new. Okay, and that's if they tell you sell, if they say sell, okay. Now you want to be sure that the market is actually going down. Okay, and as you can see, this I think it's going down, right? Yeah, it's going down. But I think this one will be technical. Don't worry about it. Just use that settings, and I tell you how good quality trading is. Don't worry. We'll deal with this in another seminar because the time is what I'm looking at. I mean, the time is already fast spent. We're 9:25 here in Nigeria. I don't know. Just at least this 9:25 plus GMT plus 1. So depending on where you are, So the timing is not favorable because of the season. So guys, that is all now. So I'd like to ask you questions. Okay.
Okay, good evening, boss.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good evening.
Yeah, my question is very simple. I noticed all your analysis and the setup, but there is one point I didn't hear clearly. You say we should not. Okay, you said there is a place you say we should, instead of choose B and C, that we should choose only either B or C. I don't know the one you encourage us to choose, please.
Okay, I think I was talking about the targets. When you get to Manara, you have target 1, you have target 2. Okay. No, sorry, the D and C. Forgive me. I mean, you're talking about let me show you. Let me go back to it. So you choose the D. That's on the settings of Manara, right?
Yes.
And that's D. So you choose the D means reversal point. That's the reversal area. And we're trading reversal. You check all our trades, they are reversal trades. They are trades that are probably going in a particular direction before, and they get to a point where they are supposed to change their direction. Those are the kind of trade that we're looking for. But if you choose C, that is continuous. Meaning you want to trade ideas so let me show you something. Now, if you notice this idea was going to be a sell, right? But you see the way it came came from down upward. The upward is opposite direction of the cell. It needs to come upward to get to the entry where the trade will be taking off for now coming down. So you see, it's a trade that is going up and then now hit a particular point and now try to reverse back. So we took reversal, which is sell. So now for that, now that can be changed. That can be changed, which is this is what you're talking about. I think that was in menu, monitor. Sorry, monitor. So this is what you're talking about. The D and the C. Is it this one? No, I think it's on the security.
I think it's that.
Sorry. Okay, it's on the notification. Sorry, notification.
Notification.
Yeah, notification. I think it is it. So this
Okay,
D
yes.
means yeah, the D means reversal. That's what you should always choose. That's what we trade. We trade reversal when the market is changing the direction from wherever it was going before. Why? If you choose C, it will only be selling you trade ideas with continuous, which means type of trade idea that you take after you've confirmed that this thing is moving. Let me enter after that. So you don't need that. You need what? The D. Use the D. Now answer the question.
No, yes, you did. Because basically when I set up my I choose I just randomly choose the D and C. So it just giving me in fact some days I have about 50 notifications, 60. So now I know.
Okay, someone is asking me if I can do 20 minutes more so I can explain what I want to explain. Don't worry, I'll explain it tomorrow. I'll explain it tomorrow. We're having another session tomorrow on the risk management. I'll just keep in that before we move on. Also, I think it's in the last video. It's in the last video. I'll send it to the group. What I want to explain is in the last video. I'll send it to the group again. I will send it. Okay. Yeah. So, any other question?
Yes, Coach, I have one. Thank you so much for the session. Yeah. So yeah. So you sent us this week. Sometime this week you sent us GBPJY sale limit, and then you said entry is at 182,248 to. So you give us a range. Yeah. So I remember I came and said, is it market execution or is it sale limit? I didn't say sale limit. So I'm just wondering because I've always been seeing entry as just one figure where they tell you enter this and then they say maybe 1 point da 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 da. But now I saw you gave us ranges 182.248 to 182.500. So which figure were we supposed to enter at sale at
Okay, all right. So I will show you. Let me show you that via where I make my charts. Remember, first of all, I'd like to let you know that the GBP-JPY was my personal analysis. That's what I did personally. I mean, that's so now I've been on it actually. I've been on it from 83. Yeah, on 83. So look at it. This GBP-JPY. This was the chart. This was my analysis. Right? So now, for those of you who are new, don't get freaked out. Don't worry. You don't need all of this for now. I mean, you're new. Just start with the one you know. So based on your question, let me go to 1 hour so it can be very clear. Noise can be easy. So this is it. So this trade idea, I set it here. That was last week. No, was it last week? Yeah, that was a week before last week. I've been waiting for it from when it was here. Okay, when it was here, I knew it was coming up. So I had these zones. This first one here. So I marked out this one. Oh, let me also use it. I marked out this one. Can you see this? This was the zone. So I expected it to come down from here. Now, if it doesn't, I expected it to come down from here. Okay. So when it got here, it went up and down, then up and down, and then started coming down. So I took it around here. I took my position around here. Now, that was on Wednesday or Thursday. That was on Thursday. So it's kept on moving. Now, when it got to this part, when it got here, I expected it to stop and then probably go up and then coming down. But it's when it kept on going down. That was when I was like, okay, I think you guys should enjoy, you should benefit from it, because let me tell you, it's actually coming here, or if possible, beneath here. But at least this is very sure. I calculated the pips, I saw that it would be much. But then I didn't want you guys to jump in from here, because you could enter and then start going backward and you'll be in red. I don't want that to happen to you. So I wanted you to enter from a very good position. And in Forex trading, you don't enter a trade in between, you enter it from zones. We call it zones. These lines that I painted here are called zones. Zones. Now, when you see zone, it's like a rectangle, right? I represent them with rectangle, right? Now, let me show you something. I'm zooming this so you see why I use two prices or ranges. Now, look at it. When I click on this zone, it tells you that the zone starts from 182.915 up until 183.223. Now, if the trade idea is coming, we know that this zone is going to be a reversal zone, which means it's going to be turning from this zone, right? But then I don't know exact price. Okay, she does her business, I do mine, right? So I had to give you this point. That was, I gave you 500. Remember, where is it again? I think I gave you 181. This was where I gave you guys this part. I asked you to set your buy limit here. So it came here. I asked you to set your buy limit here on this part, which is 181.500 around here. And then the other one, 181. I can't remember, but I know I gave you the zones here. I gave you about two prices here. So why I did that was I expect that if it's going to be coming up, it's going to be coming up like this. See, it came up, but it didn't get to where I said for you guys. Look at the chart. So if it's going to be coming up, I don't want it to pick you up from here and still be going up here. It could hit your, it could blow your account, right? So I want it to be a situation whereby in case it's coming up, let me come up and pick you from here and then start coming down right away, and that will give you more profit. But unfortunately, it didn't get there. It started falling again. It fell about 100 pips, and it has already moved about 150 pips from here, about 200 pips from here, and then it now fell also continuously. So I will ask you to delete the pending order, or then just hold on to it first. So on Monday, let me see if it's going to reverse. I pray it reverse so you can pick all of you up and then start going this way, because it must go this way. So the reason I give ranges is because when it comes to market, there are zones. Now you don't know if it will get, okay, like what happened here. I gave you these zones, right? But it came here and it didn't get up to that zone, to the previous, to the one I gave you, the most secure zone. So it came down from this lower zone. Now, in order to prevent you from missing out, okay? So I always give you those zones that will enter from here, but in case it goes a little bit against you, it doesn't mean it's going out of line. It's part of the plan to get to that part. So your mind will be at rest. Okay, when you see that, you know that, oh, after all, it's a range. So to get to that part before finally coming to your direction. Hope you understand the bit what I explained.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, wondering, Coach, again, part B of the question. So what do we fill in any figure within those ranges?
So what you do, this is how you do it. So now let's go back to, that's a good question, actually. I was going to talk about that tomorrow, but now that you ask here, we're pointing it out for everyone to learn from that. So let's go to the signal group. Let's go to the signal group. All right, this is signal group, right? So when I said this range, okay, I expect you to do something. The first one is, now remember, if you're talking about sell, the higher, the better for you, right? The higher, the better, isn't it? Because if you're selling, let's say you're selling a car, I mean, if you're going to sell a car at 10,000 USD, no problem. 10,000 is okay. But hey, if you have an opportunity to sell it at 25,000, now you make more profit, isn't it? Right? Right. Sylvia is there. Sylvia, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So are you aware that when it comes to selling things or selling whatever you want to sell, the higher the price, the better for you. I mean, the higher you sell, the better, is it? Yes, the same. So it's the same in forex trading. So if I say sell, you need a higher entry, okay, to be safe and make more money. So I know that this trade could get to 182.248 or go as far as getting to 182.500. So I wanted you take the trade at 182.248. You set it the first price, you put it there. Then you can now do what we call pending orders for 182.500, which is the second one, right? So you're going to be having two positions. Or you could choose to have a three. You could choose to have a three. Some do that. You could choose to do 182.248.248, then 182.348, 182.500, making three positions. So it allows you, meaning I'm giving you the permission, I'm giving you the allowance that, oh, you could take prices between this price and that price. If you like, you can take it 10 times, but make sure the price you'll be using will be between 182.248 and the maximum you can do is 182.500. Is that clear to you?
Very clear. Thank you so much. It's very clear now.
All right, you're all right. Let me take just one last question. In case there's one. If there's none, don't call it tonight, and then we'll start over tomorrow. Okay.
Hello, Ghost. I have a question.
All right, good. Go ahead.
Please,
yes, go ahead.
There's something that you said. Example, if I want to take a trade, for instance, sell, and when you look at the charts, it's telling you is going up, the trend is upward. You know, advise that it's better we should not take the trade. But I saw some of the charts whereby it will say sell, but the chart is going downward trend, and we'll still enter the trade. I'm just confused.
All right, guys. Quickly, in order to make that, meaning I'm not going to be postponing this absolute video tonight. I'm going to be very fast about that. So you have to be very, very attentive, okay? So what Tonya is asking is this. The last time I had a meeting with them, which is on the video I'm going to be sending to the group, okay, after this. I mean, it's already there. It's just going to be like kind of highlighting it so you see that. Let me see first. Okay, let me show you what she's talking about. So now, for beginners, I mean, for those of you, I mean, because you guys are new, and to make it easy for you to analyze a trade, so we'll give you this simple way of doing that. Now, there's what we call, there's what we call the movement in the market phase. So we call them phases. There are three phases in the market, right, guys? The first phase is called the uptrend. Forgive my writing. This is you in all fairness. Better still, let me correct it. This is uptrend. Call this uptrend. Okay. Then we have a downtrend. And then we have the last one as, that's three names. You can call it consolidating market, consolidating. So that's I. Forgive this writing, okay? Consolidating market, or some people call it ranging market. Okay, ranging market, okay? Now, these are the three. So the first one is uptrend, second one is downtrend, and the last one is either this or this. Call it whichever name you want to call it. Now, the only trades you should be doing are trades that have uptrend and downtrend. You don't want to trade range. Now, let me explain. Let me show this how they look like. So when you see them, you recognize, okay? Where are the controls? Quickly. Let's make it tinier. All right, so now this is it. So these are the uptrends. The markets. This is an uptrend. The market goes this way, comes down, goes this way, comes down, goes this way, comes down. Guys, pay attention. This is how the market moves, right? The market doesn't move straight. It just goes this way, zigzag manner, but on the way up. Now, how do you know if the market is up? Simple. You use this point to understand. So when you ask yourself, this point is a low. Place now is a low, right? Now,
Yes.
the market moves up to a high. So I'll say this is a high, is a low. Now, the market moved from low to high. But then, what happened after that? The market came, like, after moving to the high, market now to come down again. Look at it. So this new, which is another low. Now, it is called low because if this was high, anything beneath this H area is low to the H, right? So we call it low. But this time around, because there was a low before this was a low too before, and now there's a new low, but just that this low is higher than the former low. So we call this one higher low, HL. Now, it has come to this guy, higher low. Now, after that, it bounces back again, bounces off on its way up. Now, this time around, it went so high, higher than the former high. This was the former high. The new high is higher than the former high. This becomes the higher high. And then what happens? It comes down again. Anything lower than this one, after this one is called low. But this time around, is a low that is lower, that is higher than the former low here, which is this guy here. This also will be called a higher low again. Why it bounces off again? This high is higher than the previous high. Call it higher high, higher low, higher high, like that, like that, like that. Now that's how you know it, an uptrend, right? Now a downtrend, on the other end, downtrend. What is wrong with this? Can't I just delete this adverts and all this stuff? Okay. Okay. So the next one is higher, higher, the low, the downtrend. Now this is the uptrend, okay? So remember the words. The uptrend is filled up with what? High, low, higher, high, higher, low, like that. Now the downtrend is like this. Downtrend like this. Comes like this, like this, like this, like this. Now, why is it a downtrend? I'll tell you. So it starts with the low, right? And then it's a high. But this time around, after the high here, it came down. But when it came down, this one, the down was lower to the former low here, which is the hell, right? Right?
Yes.
Oh, guys, this is annoying. Okay, this is it, this is it, this is it. Let me stop here. So the first, this is a low, and this is high. Now, when it came down this time around, this new low is lower than the former low. So this one becomes a lower low. Unlike the other one that is higher low, because the new low is lower than the previous low. The same thing happened here. The high here, this then after this lower low, it comes up again, so which is high. But the problem is this high was higher than this new low. Sorry, this new high. This one will become a lower high because this high is lower than the previous one. Then this one will become a lower low, a lower high. So what is different with these two? The difference is the L in the downtrend is the first, while in the uptrend, H is the first, right? Because one is going down, which is low, 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 and the other one is going up, which is high, high. Now, knowing this fact is very important. Why is it important? It's important because when you look at the trade idea that is having this structure, you should always be looking for sell. Don't be waiting for buy. And when you see the other one going up, always be looking for buy. Don't be waiting for sell. Okay, so that is what that means. Now, knowing these facts now, so based on the question that Tonya asked me, I'll show you now. One of the things is in the video, is one of the videos too. One of the ways of knowing for beginners, one of the ways of knowing the trades to take, because when you see numerous trades, want to skip and want to take is when you see that the market that is presented to you, okay. Now someone want to take a screenshot. Kate, are you still there? Kate, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. So,
Thank you.
okay. All right. So let me go there. Said you want the security of the monitor, right? All right. Okay. One screenshot of the monitor. Screenshot. Okay, this is what? Okay. So I always take major. I only use major. I only use major. See, I don't take exotic. So take a picture. I mean, all you just need to do is switch on all the majors.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, I'm trying to make it simple for myself. That's why I don't want to take everything. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done. Can you just
All right.
let me see the
Can
other
I what?
one. Is it just major?
Okay, all this. That's the major,
Yeah.
yeah. For beginner,
Okay.
it is better like that. Yeah. Then, oh, sorry, you
Okay.
choose XAUSD gold on that letter.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Coach, what about the
So,
minor that
I'm
they say
done.
that there are some
Thank
that we
you.
can pick from the minor?
yeah, there are some. There are some. Yeah, that's true. But for me, I think the fewer the better as a beginner. Moreover, you see, the major for experts are easy to study. You understand? So, but then that is not to say you cannot take some of this, like, yes, the minor, like odd JPY, odd chef, you know, what else? Odd SZD, card JPY, all these ones. You can take them if you want to. Yes. But we just like trying to like, yeah, for me, I don't like the fewer the better. I mean, for me, someone was asking about my settings, so that's my settings. But if you want to take those ones, yes. So if you have them, let me know. If you don't, I can show you these ones. You want to take them?
Coach, concerning your setting, did you add 30 minutes?
No. Actually, yeah, I did that for the sake of the new people, but I don't use them. So I add 30 minutes, but I don't take it. When it comes to my clinic ground, I don't take it. So look at it. Let me show you. Let me show you what I do. Let me show you all what I do. Okay. So when these trade ideas are sent, now that is not that. It's not because they are bad. I will tell you what you can do if you want to take them. Okay. So look at the setting. So this is 30 minutes, right? So 30, you have it here. So when these ideas come, when they come, okay, I will look for that same idea if they have the 1 hour version of it. Like you look at Euro USD, you have H1 version, we have M30. You see, I chose the M1, I chose the H1 myself. I left the M30, right? Now, the reason why I don't really take this one is because for time frame, short time frame, most times they take you a bit forward and then they reverse back to the entry. So if you're going to be taking M30, M15, what I would tell you to do is whenever you see good profits, close them and be out of them immediately. Don't spend so much time on them. So you can take them, but the moment you see good profit, you should just be out. That's my advice on that. Okay. Are we good? Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
All right.
So
Tonya,
what
back
you are
to Tonya's.
saying in essence now, coach, is for your own settings, you do only 4 hours and day.
I do 4 hours daily. Sometimes I just do 1 hour, depending. Yeah, do 1 hour, 4 hour, or daily. Those are the 3 I do.
Okay.
Okay. If you check most of the 4 hours, they are always like kind of profitable, right? Look at H4 and daily, always profitable. They hardly hit stop loss. They hardly hit stop loss. Okay. I'm not saying that all the 4 hours are perfect. But you see 4 hour daily. Let me check. Let me just show you. Let's just do it this way. This is daily USD card. They hardly hit stop loss from the beginning. Like you see USD card. is the one that is 60 pips already in profit. That's another good thing about them. I mean, it's not even at the entry yet. They give more pips. They give more pips. Though the only disadvantage is it takes time to get to the entry, but when it does, it gives you more pips. You understand? Because they are stronger. Okay. The higher the time frame, the stronger confirmation.
Sorry, coach.
That's why
Sorry. This one you're talking about now, that it takes time to get to the entry. Does that mean you are using incomplete?
No, this is notification. Under notification doesn't have to do with complete or incomplete. Notification only takes mature trade ideas, which is a trade that has come to the entry and is maybe a candle or 2 candles away from the entry.
Okay. That's market execution.
Yes. Now,
Should
if
it
you're
be
the type
only
who
market
don't like, no, that's notification only gives you market execution. Anything you send in your you see your Telegram coming through your DM is only market execution because it's only sent to you after Manara, after it has gone to the entry. Manara is saying to that guys, enter this trade now, it has gone to the entry. But if you want to take, now for those of you like, okay, you want to take your time, you want to analyze, review, or you are busy type, you just want to send pending orders, right? Because with execution, you can't send pending orders, it's already gone faster. So you come to monitor, and when you get to monitor, you choose incomplete. Sorry, we can hear you.
Susan, no, Susan.
You are spilling all the beans. The beans
Please
are
mute.
Now we know the salary thing, we know the next thing. Then let us know the current salary because we'll be sharing from it. All right. So the daily, okay. As I was saying, the daily is there. I mean, it's good for you, but just that it takes time, like I said, right? So if you want to do the pending orders, complete or incomplete, you come to monitor. It's only for the monitor. So you click on incomplete. Now, if you look at it incomplete now, so which means it's to give you trade ideas that are probably not there yet, but you have enough time to set your pending orders. But if you want to be doing pending orders, my dear, let me tell you the truth. Don't use 1 hour, 30 minutes and all that, because those ones will get you to the stop loss. And you won't be there when it will take off, right? Or take off. Do you get the point? So if you want to take pending orders or monitor, I would advise you only go for daily, H4, maybe if you want to risk, but risk little for 1 hour. So with that, when you get to the entry, most times you will see it in profits when you come back to it. Okay? Okay, look at it now. We have USGPY. If you are where you, this USGPY probably is for what? A sell. Okay? So you will take this one, you put it on your pending order, and how? So you just go and set 149.119000 what as your entry point, put your stop loss if you want. Visual.
Coach, I have a question.
You want? Okay. Go ahead, please.
Okay, sorry. Something is maybe by the time they sent the incomplete, it was maybe 4 o'clock, and the time you opened your Manara was 5 o'clock. Should I still set the pending order?
Yes, because there's nobody to the entry. It could even take a day or 2. It doesn't matter so long as it's not at the entry.
How would you know when it gets to the entry point? It will not be in your Manara again, right? It will not be in your monitor again.
No, it's still there. I mean, look at it. Look at this one now. Okay, let me give an instance. Look at this one. First question you want to ask yourself is, where is the entry, guys? This is written there, right? The entries are written there. So this blue line is the entry, right? The blue line you see here, right? No.
Yes.
Now, so that's entry. But then sometimes this gray line, if you want to see yourself, this gray box or rectangle box that is there is actually there because sometimes it's another entry for you. Market may only get to that place and then move out. Sorry. And come to this blue, the gray box. Can you see the gray box? Can you all see the gray box, right?
Yes.
So if you're setting your entries now, you will set you set this as 146.576 as one entry, and then you set 149.119 as another entry. In case it doesn't get to this one, it will get to that one, so you'll be picked up and then you'll be in profit as well. Now, how do you know if it's already, if it's still valid or not? How would you know? Maybe you see it later and you're like, is it? You know, look at this. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Look at this. This is the market, right? It has not gotten to neither this nor this. It's still here at the market. Can you see it? It came up here, came down like this, right? It has not gotten here or here. Hope you understand that.
Perfectly.
Yes.
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 All right, good. All right. So now, based on what we were doing before, the higher low, higher high. Now,
Yes.
what Tina was saying is, so I told them that another best way to confirm your entries is when you see that if they tell you sell, you're expecting lower, lower high, lower low, right? Not higher high, higher low. You're expecting the zigzag that is on its way down, not the one that is on its way up, right? So to really check what is going on, you have to zoom in like this. Now, if you look at this one, it is actually a downtrend, right? Because it was here before. The first low, you look at this bat now. Can you see the bat? Can you see it? Look at the D. From the D, it was here. Higher, it was here. Now the next one, it came down to low. So let's say this high, low. The next one went up. Well, look at it. It was lower than the former. This new high is lower than the former high. So which is already confirming that this is a downtrend. Because normally if it was going up, this new high would be higher than the previous high. But the new high now is lower than the previous high, as a lower high. And this low, same thing. So now you're expecting this one to come to this point. Now, when it gets to this one, you don't expect it to come down because it's coming for a reversal. It's coming to touch this and then start coming down. Any trade you see, whether buy or sell, they move from the opposite direction to enter your entry. That's how I call it D. That's how I choose the letter D, reversal. Do you get my point? What you need to focus on is from this point, this point, this point. If they are low, the market is low. Just coming to peak and then come down. Do you get that? Hope you understand that.
So that one is it's almost confusing.
It's confusing, no.
I think the
Don't worry,
meeting is recorded, so you can just watch the videos over and over and over and over and over and over until you get it.
Yes, actually, on that one, I did the video on it. We did the record on that. I will send it to the group again. Go watch that so you understand better. Then the next meeting tomorrow, I will just chip it in. Okay. Okay, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, one more question. One more question, Coach. One more question. I have seen notifications in Telegram that hello?
Now don't what? Hello, yeah.
I have seen notifications in Telegram that do not have that gray box. They just have a blue line, and then they're putting entry. So is that a good picture?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. The gray line is actually something technical, which if I say it and you have to explain, which you will not understand. It's called gap. That is not for it's advanced level of forex. So when the setup does not have a gap in it, then it's just about one entry. So you just take the entry that you see there.
Yes. Okay. Understood.
All right, guys. All right. Okay, guys.
Can I ask a question, please?
Oh, it's already. Can we do it tomorrow? Or you ask me, send it to my DM. I'll answer.
Okay.